Good morning, children. I am going to start my second classes on the given topic research and development, first chapter of geography. I have already taught you that what is resources, how it can be defined, what are its important features, what are essential conditions for the development of something as the resource, as well as how human beings interact with the nature and promote something as resources. Now I am going to teach you about the type of resources or classification of resources. Resources are classified on different bases. On the basis of origin, on the basis of exhaustibility, on the basis of ownership, as well as on the basis of status of development. ये चार चीज़ के आधार पर रिसोर्स को बांटा जाता है. फर्स्ट ऑफ ऑल वी शुड स्टडी अबाउट डिवीजन और टाइप्स ऑफ रिसोर्सेज ऑन द बेसिस ऑफ ओरिजिन. व्हाट इज द मीनिंग ऑफ ओरिजिन, हाउ इट हैज बीन फॉर्म्ड, व्हाट इज द बेसिस ऑफ देयर फॉर्मेशन. So resources are classified into two divisions as biotic resource and abiotic resource. Those resources which are belong to biosphere and are in life or once they were in life. वैसा resources जो biosphere से belong करता हो, वो life में हो या कभी life के रूप में रहा हो, means they will be in the form of flora, fauna, human being, animal, means wildlife, even in the form of fossils fuel. All of them are known as the biotic resource. Those resources which do not belong to biosphere are termed as abiotic resource. वैसा रिसोर्स जिसके फॉर्मेशन का आधार बायोस्फीयर से नहीं होता है उसे abiotic resource कहा जाता है. All the minerals, rocks, they have been formed without the share of organism, without the share of biosphere, so they are known as abiotic resource. On the basis of exhaustibility, what does the word exhaustibility mean? Something which will be continue in our nature, continuously form in our nature or not. So on the base it will be renew in our nature or not. They are divided into two divisions as the renewable resources and non-renewable resources. On the basis of exhaustibility means वैसा रिसोर्स जो समाप्त हो जाती है या नेचर में लगातार बनती रहती है, ख़त्म समाप्त होती है तो बनती भी रहती है या नहीं, इसके आधार पर इसका दो प्रकार आता है, renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Those resources which can be renewed or reproduced in the given period of time are known as the renewable resources. ये प्रकृति में एग्जॉस्ट एक तरफ समाप्त होती है तो दूसरी तरफ अपने आप रिन्यू होती रहती है. बट दोज रिसोर्सेज विच कैन नॉट रिन्यूड और रिप्रोड्यूस्ड इन द गिवन पीरियड ऑफ टाइम बाय एनी मेजर्स, टेक्निकल मेजर्स, फिजिकल मेजर्स और केमिकल मेजर्स, जो जिसका एक्सप्लॉयटेशन कर लिया जाएगा वो फिर दोबारा यूज में नहीं आ सकता है, वैसे रिसोर्सेज के लिए नॉन रिन्यूएबल रिसोर्सेज वर्ड यूज किया जाता है. ये these are the divisions on the basis of exhaustibility. Now we should talk about the division of resources on the basis of ownership. On the basis of ownership, resources are classified into four divisions as the individual resources, community owned resources, national resources and international resources. First of all, what is the meaning of individual resources? All those resources which are privately owned by individual means वैसा resources जिसका मालिक कोई व्यक्ति विशेष होगा, कोई खास व्यक्ति होता है, वैसा रिसोर्स को इंडिविजुअल रिसोर्सेज कहा जाता है. द लैंड प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ इंडिविजुअल, द लैंड प्रॉपर्टी ऑफ द इंडिविजुअल, वेल्थ ऑफ द इंडिविजुअल which cannot be shared without their transfer of authority, जिसको बिना इंडिविजुअल के ऑथोरिटी के ट्रांसफ़र का दूसरा का नहीं हो सकता है, ऐसा रिसोर्सेज इंडिविजुअल रिसोर्सेज कहलाता है. किसी भी व्यक्ति का अपना पर्सनल प्रॉपर्टी इंडिविजुअल रिसोर्सेज है. Going to teach you about the community owned resources, those resources which are accessible to the people of entire community, termed as the community owned resources. For example, the playground of a locality means village or of an area, the picnic spots, the burial ground, these are the places commonly enjoyed by the people of entire community. These are accessible to the people of entire community, not of individual. So it is termed as the what? Community owned resources. Now we are going to talk about national resources. Those resources, technically all the resources of a country are national resources. Either these are पब्लिक रिसोर्सेज और इंडिविजुअल रिसोर्सेज, चाहे वो सरकार की संपत्ति हो या व्यक्तिगत संपत्ति हो, टेक्निकली ऑल दीज रिसोर्सेज आर नेशनल रिसोर्सेज. वो राष्ट्रीय संसाधन कहलाती है. फॉर एग्जाम्पल फॉरेस्ट, माउंटेन, ऑल मिनरल्स, फ्लोरा, फाउना, railway, bank, all these are termed as the what? National resources, because either individual or those community resources or other, चाहे वो सरकार के कंट्रोल में है या नहीं है, टेक्निकली दे आर नोन एज नेशनल रिसोर्सेज. मीन्स if government will feel the need of occupation of that very resources, how to occupy them, then government is able to occupy them. If government will feel the need of the exploitation of that very resources, in that very condition, if something is individual resources but it can be exploited by the government, because technically all the resources of a country are national resources. थोड़ा टेक्निकल चीज होता है, इसको समझने का प्रयास करेंगे. Now we are going to discuss about the international resources. First of all, we should know that international resources is not under the control of any individual country. Without the concurrence with the international institution, it cannot be exploited, because it is found in the exclusive economic zone of the open oceanic region. Means it is found in the oceanic region beyond the 200 nautical mile of a country, and its exploitation can be taken after concurrence with the international organization. So it is termed as the what? International resources. There is a question rise. We also exploit petroleum from the Mumbai High. Then it is national resources or international resources. We obtain petroleum from the Mumbai High. It is national resources because it is found in the 115 kilometer in the offshore region. So it is within our territory. It is not in the open oceanic region. I'm going to teach you about the types of resources on the basis of status of development. On this basis, it is again classified into 4 groups as the potential resources, developed resources, stock and reserves. Those resources which are available in a region but they have not been completely exploited. वैसा रिसोर्सेज जो किसी क्षेत्र में उपलब्ध होता है लेकिन इसका हम पर्याप्त कंप्लीट रूप से एक्सप्लॉइटेशन नहीं करते हैं. फॉर एग्जांपल, देयर इज द इनफ अपॉर्चुनिटी ऑफ द एक्सप्लॉइटेशन ऑफ सोलर एनर्जी as well as the wind energy in the territory of Rajasthan, but they have not been completely exploited. इसका अभी तक कंप्लीट जितना होना चाहिए, जितना बड़े पैमाने पर, वो नहीं हो पाया है. सो इसका आंशिक रूप से ही हम लोग एक्सप्लॉइटेशन कर पाए हैं. नाउ आई एम गोइंग टू टीच यू अबाउट द डेवलप्ड रिसोर्सेज. दोज रिसोर्सेज विच आर अवेलेबल इन आवर environment, about whose quality which can be surveyed which qualities and quantity are determined, known as developed resources. The use of these resources, the exploitation of these resources mainly depend on the level of technology and economic feasibility. आप किस लेवल का टेक्नोलॉजी यूज कर रहे हैं और कहाँ तक आर्थिक संभाव्यता को ये बढ़ावा देती है, विकास को बढ़ावा देती है, उसके ऊपर डिपेंड करता है. नाउ वी आर गोइंग टू डिस्कस अबाउट द स्टॉक. दिस इज द वेरी सिंपल वर्ड, स्टॉक, भंडार. Those resources which are available in our environment, which have capacity to satisfy our need, but in the absence of technology, we are unable to exploit it. For example, hydrogen and oxygen are available in the nature, and we are fully convergent that combination of these two gases produce water. But in the absence of technology, we are unable to exploit it. Last, reserves. Reserves are subset of the stock which can be exploited at the available technology, but they are not completely exploited. वैसा रिजर्व्स स्टॉक का ही सबसेट है जिसको उपलब्ध टेक्नोलॉजी पर यूज किया जा सकता है, लेकिन इसका कंप्लीट यूज नहीं किया जा सकता है. व्हाट इज रीजन बिहाइंड इट? हाउ टू गेट फ्यूचर सिक्योरिटी मीन्स मोस्ट ऑफ द रिसोर्सेज आर अवेलेबल इन नेचर, फाउंड इन सर्टेन क्वांटिटी, फाउंड इन सर्टेन अमाउंट, and careless exploitation, excessive exploitation of these resources can create problem in our future. So these are known as the reserves. For example, we cannot exploit the amount of river water for producing electricity recklessly. For its continuous exploitation, we do not exploit it more than a certain amount.